Ever since the X-Men moved to the island nation Krakoa, mutants across the world followed after them to a place they called Paradise. It was seemingly a perfect plan for mutant acceptance. Creating a nation and distributing medicines to the world was a very appealing idea. The mutants even made a form of resurrection and immortality. It was all precisely planned and executed to every minute detail. Except for one. There is one glaring flaw in the mutants' plan, and that is the island they chose to settle on. Krakoa itself is one big mutant island that has a consciousness and can think and speak on its own. The mutants may have learned Krakoan, the common language across the island, but the island itself can't be understood. Of course, they wanted to talk to him, but their solution was to place that duty on one mutant, Cypher. In short, the plan to place Cypher in charge of translating for Krakoa at the Quiet Council's meetings would end up being a rather short-term solution. They may have access to resurrection protocols, but the mutants sometimes face challenges that could permanently kill them. One such challenge was seen in the event, X of Swords, which Cypher himself participated in, as seen in New Mutants No. 13 by Ed Brisson, Rod Reese, Mike Del Mundo, B.C. Travis Lanham, and Annalise Bissa. While he did survive, Krakoa expressed fear for Cypher's well-being because if Cypher were to die during the contest, the island entity would lose its voice entirely. Krakoa showed everyone his desire to speak and be understood by Cypher during the contest. The island's fears did not come to fruition this time, but they should still not be overlooked. Mutants from all over are living on the back of Krakoa, and that alone should give Krakoa the right to speak. Cypher cannot be the only solution to the problem, and while there are a couple other options, they are not ideal. As revealed in New Mutants No. 1 by Jonathan Hickman, Ed Brisson, Rod Reese, B.C. Travis Lanham, and Jordan D. White, Mondo could become a conduit for Krakoa to literally possess and speak through in a way. But both the island and Mondo expressed discomfort and unnerving feelings when they tried it out. It may have given Krakoa a voice, but he had to suppress Mondo's voice to do so. Black Tom Cassidy has also shown the ability to connect his consciousness to that of Krakoa, but doing so causes severe psychological distress. Additionally, as a former villain, it's uncertain if he can be fully trusted. Regardless, it still should not be up to one mutant to allow Krakoa to speak. While the solution may not be entirely clear, several possibilities could happen. Cerebro, for example, takes backups of all mutants on a set schedule, and it could be possible to make something of Cypher's backups or even Mondo's to create something like a Rosetta Stone. Warlock is even merged with Krakoa and could establish some sort of link with the island that may hopefully help. Professor X approached Cypher for help in Powers of X No. 4 by Jonathan Hickman, R.B. Silva, Mart Gracia, B.C. Clayton Cowles, and Jordan D. White. Cypher and Warlock created a good, but not entirely permanent system when they helped make Krakoa a suitable environment for the mutants. This perfect paradise for mutants comes with a couple of things to work out, but with the combined brainpower of the Quiet Council and Krakoa itself, they could be solved. It should be a high priority because the island they live in deserves to have his place on the council and to speak for himself without the wall of a translator. Sometimes things could get lost in translation, after all. This flaw is a rather big one that the X-Men should have addressed during the beginning of the Krakoan era, and should become one they focus on now.